call the Monday, September 11th meeting of the Ayer Board of Health to order. Public input?
I would like to do public input.
Of course.
Well, before we start the meeting, I would like to remember this date from 2001.
Indeed.
I think that September 11th, for those of us of a certain age, you remember things where you were and what you were doing.
Yeah.
When President Kennedy was shot, everybody remembers exactly where you were, what you were doing, and what happened afterwards.
Yeah.
And I think as far as this goes, I remember I was in my house, my next door neighbor's daughter called and she said, "Mary, do you have your television on?" I said, "Oh, Jan, it's, in the morning. Why would I have it on?" She said, "Put it on right away." So I put it on and it was like, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. So I called up the late Jane Witherow, who was on the Board of Health then, and she worked over to Devon's in their recreation center.
Yeah.
So I called her and I said, "Do you have access to anything over there?" Why? I told her. So she hollered to her boss and she said, "I'll call you back." Now, so she called me back about an hour and a half later and she said, "We're going to have a candlelight vigil on Friday." That she notified her other two board members, which were the late Bob Penna and Paul Bresnahan. And they said, "Oh, Jane, we won't be able to get anybody down there." Plus, Town Hall was closed at that time because it was being renovated.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, that's 16 years ago. We didn't have all the electronics around that we do now.
That's right.
So she said, "No, I'm getting it out to all my Rotary members, my Lions members, and everybody she knew in town." And she told me, she said, go down, because Town Hall was over on Devon's Inn. She said, "Notify everybody that you can. Call all the neighbors, tell them we're having it early on Friday evening." And she said, "Everybody bring a candle." So everyone was saying to her, "Jane, people aren't going to come." So I, for all you young people that didn't live here then, I'd like to have everybody look at this. This is, I think, one of the town of Ayer's very, very best days. This was out the police rerouted the traffic. There was no traffic here. And people were lined up and they were right down to almost the medicine shop. No cars were allowed to come up here. We had speeches, if you can see it here, everybody had their candle, everybody had their flag, and we sang songs, and one of my favorite has always been Lee Greenwood's, and people think it's God Bless the USA, but you know the song that I'm talking about, So, and then in the back, and you can see here's the little children lighting their candles. And I think everybody, we had, Amy Sweeney from Acton, she was in one of the planes. I knew the captain from Flight 11, because when because when he wasn't flying, he was a gentleman farmer down in Dracut. And his sister was a nurse. We had people from Groton. How we remember that family.
The family,
people from Westford. People that I knew from Tingsboro. So I think that it was close around here. We had an awful lot, but I had to acknowledge that today because
that's nice. Thank you.
I think Ayer did shine on that particular day.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was a day that needed some light.
Yes.
So, thank you very much.
Thanks.
That's a good kind of put things in perspective for us. So, if we don't have any other input from our public, it was very quiet tonight. We can move on to take a look at minutes. So we have, there are in the to be signed, right?
Now, I looked up that lady, Our Ladies of the, whatever it is, and NA stands for North America.
North America. Got
So
it.
I, for once, rarely, but I was correct.
Yeah,
It was
for
right.
once, yeah.
It's
it
a
makes
rare
sense, yeah.
occasion, but I think I should be asked.
Ask. Okay, that was on the July 24th, okay.
So we had reviewed the minutes prior and made some corrections for July 24th, correct?
Yes, we didn't vote to approve them, but we had kind
Well,
of
because-
agreed on the gist of the.
Of what they were, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want, I have some things for but the first two I can, is whenever you people are ready.
Okay. Then the meeting, let's see, the minutes of July 20.
Want to do the correction first on the third one and then do them
We
all
can,
at once?
yeah,
Or
we can do
however
that.
you want to do it, Madam
Doesn't
Chair.
matter, doesn't really matter. Let's see, are the corrections something that we can make and then move to approve, do you think, or no?
Maybe not.
Okay, then let's do the clean ones, I'll
Okay.
call them.
All right, so then in that case, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of July 24th, 2017 and August 7th, 2017.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That was quick.
That one, then.
Okay, so that's those two. Let me get that out of the way. Do you want me to start with what
Yeah.
I'd like? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Up at the top where it said review of minutes, this part could be, it was the July 23rd edition of the Lowell Sun, not the Boston Globe. That's in the first part, review, where it says review of minutes. And I was talking about the article that I saw.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yes, that article was in the
In the
Lowell
Lowell
Sun,
Sun,
right,
no.
right, gotcha.
Yeah.
So which? Okay.
See up at the top, you know where,
Yeah,
I don't have that one.
huh?
I don't have that one. I must not have printed it. I have July 24 and I have July 7.
Here.
Yeah, but this is for the,
yeah.
oh, you don't have the 28th?
That must have been my fault, not printing it. So I
Let's see
have
if I
3
got it.
pieces of paper, not 4.
We've got July 20, August 28th is what we're looking at.
Yes.
Okay.
That's good. The exchange. So it's up at the top. Okay.
Okay, so I think, okay, and down where we, quarterly,
Mhm.
given the report, okay, so Marcia Rising, the new member, I said she was from Stowe.
Okay.
Now, are you all set?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so when we get down to ongoing business,
Yeah.
I don't believe when we had our meeting on the 28th,
Mhm.
that all these members were even appointed to this there's a cannabis control and there's a policy setting. So there's like two different groups there, but that all happened afterwards. I don't believe we discussed this at the meeting. What we discussed was, everybody wants, Beacon Hill wants to change what the citizens petition was. There's a lot of talk. What the gentleman that was really in charge of the petition, I don't want to ruin his name, but it's Jim
Yeah.
Borgazzini or something
Yeah,
like that.
maybe.
He's upset because they're rewriting so many
Yeah.
things. But all this stuff about the governor's appointment and all that happened after
Yeah.
the
It
28th.
didn't, it didn't all happen after. the
Part of it
28th.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of it
He
had
had,
been done. Yeah.
and see, I'm not sure which, he had appointed Senator Flanagan.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, she was
yeah.
part of that, I think it's cannabis control, isn't it? And then there's a
Yeah.
policy, and
Yeah.
that's 50
Yeah.
members.
Yeah.
So I know we discussed just the fact that they have to get it, but the rest of the stuff came afterwards. Because I think it was by Labor Day that they had to have all the members. And then he appointed some, the Attorney General appointed some, and then together with the treasurer, they appointed the rest, that 15-member board. It's very confusing there. Who's doing what?
Mary,
Yeah.
would you mind rewriting that? Because I haven't been glued to this. And when I was doing that, we discussed how the governor was in the process of
Correct.
appointing the board.
Yeah.
But
No.
I honestly didn't know all the details, and you obviously do. So if you would like to rewrite that and put all those little details in, I would be happy to put those corrections in. Because I obviously didn't follow all those nuances in the conversation.
Well, because so much has happened all at once. But I think a lot of that, Pam, is what I was talking about, has
Yeah.
happened since our 28th meeting. And
Well, I didn't put anything in there that we didn't discuss. I took that right
Yeah,
out of my notes.
I don't think this is not representative of what we discussed. It might not have all
Some of the details. But if you want those details in, by all means, put them in and I'll be happy to type them in. But I based that on my notes and what we discussed.
Yeah.
I wasn't putting in anything that came after that because honestly, I haven't been following it, so.
True, as I recall, we did discuss that it does continue to be confusing.
Oh,
The governor is
yeah.
finally getting around
Right,
to
yeah.
naming representatives, whether it's the cannabis control
See,
board.
See, I wasn't
or
sure
that's-
what the board was.
Yeah,
it confused
exactly.
that whole thing down there. I don't think most people know who's doing what.
I know.
Well,
I know.
then, all right, then let's just do these other two things and we can sign those. Just do where is the copy we're signing? Just insert the
Yeah,
stove
and
next
Little
to.
Sun.
Stove,
down
I
there
have
from
both sides.
Okay,
Yeah.
and just leave it like that.
And I have
Okay.
And then on the other side, do you have something?
yeah, on this side,
Okay,
it's
It's-
Sherman, Whitman,
I thought there was something funny about that.
Yeah.
Sherman, okay.
yeah,
And-
not Stewart, I see what you're
Yeah.
talking about, it's Sherman, yeah.
and then I had heard back from Sherman. I did not hear back from Jim Wahlberg. Sherman Whitman had forwarded my email
That's right.
to Jim Wahlberg. So there was no conversation that said that they would like to participate in the panel discussion. He forwarded the email from me to Mr. Wahlberg and
I
RCA.
remember you saying that.
to ask if they would be
Okay.
interested in that.
Okay.
So that,
Got it.
so that doesn't, so where it says would like to participate, I haven't heard back from them. But Sherman did forward my email,
Okay.
Okay,
so
so,
maybe we
Just,
will.
just say forward the email.
Yes,
And cross that out.
so it's Sherman and,
It's really hard. I don't have those
Yes.
names.
yeah.
I don't know how they're
yeah.
spelled. I don't know the connections, so that I'm not sure how to look them up, or I would.
Yeah.
And
I gotcha.
honestly,
I'm trying to
I
think what
don't
other show
really
we
have to get into that kind of detail over things
I
we're
know.
not
Yeah.
voting on.
Yeah,
So I
No, other than the
apologize.
name.
And I'm
that's,
not,
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's,
You know.
it's fine. Yeah.
So-
if I were here,
So that's what you've got on that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
Okay.
so Trish is gonna make those. I've just got a couple
And then
of comments.
on the other side, if you turn it
Yeah.
over.
Mhm.
So we can just approve it with the corrections and get a clean copy at the next meeting. How does that sound?
okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
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 So, and then over on the other side, we didn't identify the property. At the top, August 27 update from C. Purdy regarding ongoing complaints from a neighbor. And it just,
Oh, right.
just identify property, that's all.
At,
I may not have that address,
I don't know.
because I usually put the address in unless I don't have it, and sometimes I don't have the back.
I know. I want to say it's Taft.
It is Taft, but I don't know what number.
Oh, is it 17 Taft?
I was gonna say 14.
Oh, is it? Oh,
That's easy enough to look up.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was gonna
okay.
put here Taft Street, and then if you look in the files,
I know,
yeah,
yeah.
you'll
My
quickly
files
find the
are all
number. Yeah,
in transit, so.
yeah, it's another topic.
But I know that address. Never
Okay.
mind. I didn't know what you were
So-
talking about.
Okay, got it.
So if we've made those corrections, if we all agree on those?
Yeah.
And then we can approve it with the corrections and get a clean copy to sign at the next
Yeah,
meeting?
then it's just signing, yes.
Okay, so then I would make that motion to approve the minutes of the 28th with the corrections, and then we'll get a clean copy to sign at the next meeting.
Perfect.
And these, do you want these in a folder or?
Can we put those back in the
Okay.
folder, Jean?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be.
Second?
seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So
Right.
just the wording I will give to you afterwards?
Yeah,
Okay.
Or I can.
or put it in there. Just put it in the folder. with-
Yeah, if I just put it in.
You just keep
this-
them all together, because it's
I
complicated.
can't write, trying to write it.
Oh, I know,
Okay.
yeah, I know, yeah.
I would
I know
forward
what
her
you're saying.
email to RCA Jim Wahlberg.
Or you could email it.
Yeah, you can email it to me.
Jill.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just put on here. Trish will email.
All right.
And don't forget,
Okay.
because this 2 weeks comes up fast.
Sure.
And then put, so that goes with this section down here. Okay. So then we got those to approve. And
All right.
the changes. I haven't heard anything new about Minnesota. Has anyone else heard anything new? Or I'll see if there's anything in here about it. No. Budget.
Did you talk to Bridget at all?
No, I haven't talked to Bridget.
Okay, at the last selectmen's meeting,
Yeah,
which was a week ago,
yeah,
they were there,
okay.
and they had a meeting with Mark and everybody, and John Warren, you know,
Mhm.
who's the consultant.
Yeah,
He was at the meeting, and he's going to be at every meeting.
so they've come to 2 meetings then?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, because the
Okay.
selectmen, and I think I told you, they said they were gonna have it on the agenda.
Yeah.
at every meeting. And they did have, I think Michelle Delmo was at the meeting
Good.
that they had. And John said that he recognizes now that what they should have done is bring Bridget in from day one. They should have had her
Yeah,
there,
sure.
or, you know,
Yeah.
or somebody certainly
should.
from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is that the complaints don't come with any regularity. You know, you could have it for months, not have anything, and then, like Mr. Osmer said, get home some night, open your car
Yeah.
door and say, oh, Lord.
I know.
You know, so,
But it seemed like we went through a little concentrated stretch there where there were a bunch of things, and then
we had nothing.
yeah.
And
So I
then
think it's kind of tailed off. Not that it won't come back.
there's still,
You never know.
he said that they have put millions of dollars into this. And they don't intend to say, oh, we can't solve this and we're going away.
No, that doesn't
So-
seem like the case. Yeah.
It has been a costly thing, but,
Yeah.
and they are working on it.
Yep.
And that's about all we can say on that, you know. It's difficult
Yeah.
for anybody living there.
Yeah,
Because
it
as
is.
he said, some days when it's so bad, you feel as though not only that you have to go in the house, but just you have to wash all your clothes.
Right,
It
it
seems
gets in
to
your
stick
clothes
in
and
your
your
clothes.
hair.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad that the selectmen are also taking a look at this at their level, because it's a quality of life for the town too. So
Did Bridget not leave any folder today?
I don't.
The only thing she left was some correspondence that had to do with Groton
Huh.
and the animal bite things, the cat
Okay.
stuff, and that's it.
All right.
And
So this is
those
her-
animal things came from Bridget.
Okay, got it.
Because I know
All right.
sometime that
Yeah.
sometimes
she'll
she,
leave,
if she forgets,
yeah.
she'll give me a call and say, would you
Yeah.
run over to the office? I forgot to
Yeah.
drop it, or I got a call out or something.
Yeah.
We had a follow-up on the place on Harvard Road.
I think she's working that one with the owner and the tenant. I noticed that there seemed to be a lot of moving type activities.
You know the one I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
I
Okay.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
around the end of the month.
Okay.
So I think there's actually maybe some change in residents there.
Okay.
There's correspondence there from her. I may have put it in the correspondence file.
There is. There's something
relative
about
to something
Columbia.
on Columbia Street.
Columbia Street. Yeah.
Is that a trash issue? Oh, okay, because
Yeah.
a resident spoke to me about that and said she had called
Yeah.
Neshoba.
So we do have a couple of things
Okay.
from the show that looks like just not super active. Okay, so I guess that's the story on Nasoya for now. Shepley's Hill, the next meeting, and I will have to forward you the email,
Okay.
but I did get an email from Bob Simeon saying the meeting is the 20, I don't recall if it was the 21st or the 28th, so I will email it to you. But it's a Thursday
Of
again.
September.
Yeah, of September.
It's a Thursday.
So I'll email that
Okay.
to you, and if you can fill in, that would be awesome. It worked out perfectly when my class was on Wednesdays, but I sat at a different school, so I'm now stuck with Thursdays. It's the only
Where do you have to go?
Walpole. I know. So I'm going to try to do it so that I'm like I have clients in that area, so I'm going to try to do it, you know,
Yeah.
make it so that if I'm at a client. I know, yeah, it's a hike, but the things we do to broaden our horizons. Okay. So I guess we can put in the minutes then that Trish is going to very kindly take over coverage of that to the best of her ability. And I thank you so much for that.
Okay.
Cannabis and legal smoking age. Yeah, it's just kind of grinding along. Here we are. We're almost in the middle of September.
But
So-
we've got our big paying group there.
Well, that's true. We do have more people employed by the state now for this, so I guess that goal has been achieved.
The only thing, and I'm sick of discussing it, quite frankly, because there's nothing we can do. The only thing
Yeah.
that bothers me, and we discussed this way back when we did the medical marijuana, zoning.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
haven't done it. I brought it up at two
That's right.
different selectmen's meetings, under public input, months apart,
Yeah.
because this is what other communities are doing. And we have done nothing. And they say, oh yeah, we've got to do zoning. Well, we'll have something for the fall town meeting. I haven't heard anything. I have heard nothing
Yeah.
mentioned about anything for the fall town meeting. If you wait until the spring town meeting, that's not a time to do it because you have so much budgetary
that's-
stuff.
Yeah,
that-
and that's way too close to.
It's too close to the
the
July
opening
1st date.
Yeah, people
Right.
need to know what's going to go on here. Well, I mean, they're either going to address it or they're not.
Well, the thing is, though, it's only making it harder for everyone in the town.
Well, if they do nothing, then there are no zoning restrictions on it. So that's one way to look at it, is maybe they're making it easier. So,
And people, this is like a two-part thing, because first it made marijuana legal with regards to the plant, so I consider that citizen's petition like a two-part. And
Yeah.
then there was
Yeah.
the retail store.
exactly, yeah.
So there we go.
All right. In fact, we might want to take that one. Let's take that one off the agenda until.
That's what I'm
something-
saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's
Yeah,
nothing we can do.
And watch, by next time, we'll have a heads
Well-
up that something is actually going to happen. But
Well, if any of you hear of something that you want to discuss, or I see it, we'll put it back on.
sure,
But
yeah.
please do let me know.
Yeah, and if
Because I read the New York Times and not
Yeah.
the local news, so some of this stuff I'm not tied into very well.
there's not anything
No.
astonishingly new, even in the local, the Boston
Exactly.
papers. Yeah. But that would be another thing too, is if any of you hear that, selectmen or, there's any other board that's looking to do something, with it, that would also,
Well, we are getting a town planner.
yeah, exactly.
It's coming on board, I believe, the end of this month.
Oh, he has a start date.
Mhm.
I think
Okay.
so,
Great.
yeah. And I'm not clear, I think is it the end of this month, Mary?
I think so.
Yeah. And they got their first choice.
Who was that?
I don't know his name, but he's
Mark
working,
Ashambo.
Hmm?
Mark Ashambo.
and he's coming
he's
from
coming-
Ashby.
Ashby, that's
He had
right.
been up there.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
He looked familiar, and
Yeah.
he said he had done some consulting work for some
Oh,
groups in
okay.
town, so maybe I saw him at a meeting, so
Yeah.
just his face looked familiar, so.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we're all set, so,
All right. For opioid, I did my little piece of homework. I spoke to Krista about whether or not she would be, willing and able to join us in anything that we do to kind of represent the psychological, brain effects out of it, and any questions that might come her way about broaching this subject, just that whole kind of psychological aspect of it. And she said she would be thrilled to do that.
Yes, I knew she would.
Yeah.
I knew she would.
Yeah.
And then I saw that Oakmont Regional is doing a forum tomorrow night.
Ah.
I didn't see it in time. And that is on the physiology of, and I was telling Mary, you don't hear a lot of the clinical, you know, the hows and the whys
Yeah.
of the addiction.
Yeah.
And the doctor who is running it, I just forwarded it to Jane, that if she wanted to put it on our website. It'd be nice, you know, if we get this up and rolling and contacting people, she would be someone I would try to contact and see what she had to
There's some
add.
experience. too.
Yeah, because like I said, the other ones that I've gone to, there's not a lot of medical or clinical language.
Yeah.
What is her name?
Let me see.
Spell it for me, please.
I know your spelling challenge.
Well, names. It could, you know, these more
Her
S's
name
with two
is
S's.
it's Dr. Pote, Potee. The Worcester County DA's Hidden in Plain Sight display. It's a showcase. She's going to talk about household items potentially found in teenagers' bedrooms that could promote at-risk behaviors, which is something, you know, a lot of the parents don't think, you know, they
Right.
wouldn't think twice about that. And identifying at-risk behaviors in youth and present strategies to help improve communication and discussion. So I'll have to Google her and see what exactly.
But what is your plan? Your plan was to try and have some kind of a forum here at the high school? Is that
Yeah,
the
I'd like to
plan?
reach out. Well, I'm still waiting to hear back from that Sharp group in Shirley. One of the girls that was that helped coordinate that, and that group had a lot of speakers and a lot of recovery speakers, which would be really valuable.
Yeah.
And then when we talked about making it more community-based and not just, you know, those few speakers, and involving like Krista or an MD or whatever.
Yep.
So just to add to that collection of speakers, I think would be good. And October
Yeah.
is,
Well, we need to put our heads together
Yeah.
to get that list
Yeah.
so we can start
Yeah.
getting that together, because that's gonna, I'm planning to have that as my second show. Now, whether we have it here upstairs in the meeting room or whether we have it at the school, I will be seeing Mary Malone tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
For
okay.
sure on Wednesday, but maybe as early as tomorrow, so.
I'll call my friend Susan tonight and say that we'd
You
like
have
to
to
get
get going.
moving on it.
Yeah.
You know, because we don't know what these other people have for a calendar.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Yeah.
And
Krista
maybe it would be a big enough draw that we'd have it in the auditorium in the high school. I don't know what the logistics are of,
Mhm.
you know, videotaping there, but.
Yeah, I
Because
wonder-
I'd like to get,
Yeah.
you know, as many people involved as possible,
Yeah.
you know, audience
I
involved.
think the one that I went to, they pretty much filled the middle school auditorium in Shirley. It was a big
Wow.
crowd.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
a
great.
smaller auditorium than in high
Yeah, it
school.
is. Yeah.
But, so those were the other speakers I was thinking about that we didn't have at the last
Yeah.
forum.
I really like the idea of having some recovery. You know,
Those are the ones that
people
hit
who've
home.
been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and some of them had lost custody of their children,
Yeah.
and some
Yeah.
got them back and some didn't.
Some didn't,
So,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you for your efforts on that. I don't think we have any, what you would actually call mail, really. The only thing close to that is an email from Robert reminding us that the warrant is open for the fall town meeting. And all warrant articles, including citizens' petitions, are due by noon on Friday, September 29th. So, I don't think we have anything planned for that as a board, but we did receive that notice. We also have, I'll just go back to some of the, couple of things here we got from Nashova. So 25 Columbia Street.
Okay, so now this is back to Bridget's stuff.
This is back to Bridget's
Okay.
stuff, yeah.
25, did you say?
Yes, 25
Okay.
Columbia Street. Because what you actually have to do, Jane, because I'm so literal when I go down the agenda,
Yeah.
is when we have something like other than Nasoya, put a little dot and say other. Because otherwise I'm thinking there's another Nashoba item.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, you know, like,
Oh
I only got the Columbia Street thing today.
Okay, yeah.
So
You
I
know, you
didn't
can
have
just put in other or some, anyway.
Well,
if we,
it.
we don't have it, we don't have it.
That's up on the corner here, isn't it, as you go
I'm
up?
not sure where 25 would be. I'm not, so where does the numbering for Columbia Street start? It's got to start here.
Yeah, it starts here at the corner. I think it's
It
right.
might be all the way up the corner.
I
yeah.
think it's up a couple.
You think it's all the way up?
No,
or-
no. I
just-
think it's on the corner of Columbia and Cambridge, I think.
Oh,
you're right.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. So this is a housing violation. It was issued on September 5th, and it went out to, the owner is Cohas Brook Properties, and they are in Londonderry, New Hampshire.
So would you spell Cohas?
Cohas Brook Properties.
Brook, okay.
Cohas Brook Properties in Londonderry, New Hampshire. And it says inspection from the street on September 5th revealed the complaint to be valid. So this was, they had gotten several complaints. There is rubbish, garbage, and other debris scattered throughout the front and side of the property. And then it cites the sections, of course, of the sanitary code, and orders them to remove and or properly store the rubbish or garbage. What actually is proper storage of garbage? I think removal is going to be
Well,
only
removal, I mean,
option. Yeah.
well, no, because people can have put out a garbage, a can if they
Yeah.
come. And sometimes people, depending on how the property is, you might see a dumpster at the
Well,
side
that's,
of
yeah,
the property.
no, you're right,
you know?
you're right, yeah. No, the idea of properly storing
Well, I
garbage
think,
just
I think that's the property where the stump grinding is
It's
the sign there.
Yeah, yeah,
It's on the right before the top of the hill.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's got a
Okay.
little white picket fence. It's the last house before you get to the top of the hill on the right.
I think it's the
Yeah.
one where,
I think I
I think
know-
it's
I
on
know
the
exactly
corner
what you mean.
of Columbia
It's not
and
really a
Cambridge.
good corner though, because that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The one that I think of, yeah.
So this is a 30-day notice to correct,
It's 30 days,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
and went out on September 5th, which I already told you. Then we have, looks like it's that time of year, the animals are biting again. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a rabies exposure form for, all right, how does Duke Henderson fit into this?
There are two of them.
Westford Emergency. Alright, so we have Duke Henderson. Alright, that must be this then. So Michelle Henderson apparently was bitten by Duke Henderson. I'm guessing they match up. Wound of unknown origin, suspected to be caused by another animal. Domestic tiger cat. Oh yeah, here he is, Duke. And his booster vaccination was given on 8/7. This exposure happened on 8/7. Now, is this about Duke or is this, no, this is somebody else. This is somebody else. And this is for Fred the cat. Okay, so at any rate, we have someone who was bitten by their cat on Right Way
But there was nothing unusual. I mean, these were regular treated. There wasn't anything that anybody suspected rabies and had to have shots or anything like that in any of these.
Oh.
Well, I think
Duke the cat was bitten. It's
By
taking me a minute to catch
by
on.
wild
By an
animal.
unknown
No.
animal.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
So Duke received his, Duke received his booster vaccination,
Yep.
which they can only give if you have a current vaccination, so we know he was current, but they gave him a booster just in
Yeah.
case. So, Duke's all set. Now, let's look at Fred Kelly. Fred Kelly. Oh, poor Fred Kelly. Another cat, apparently, had a wound of unknown origin, and he, had his, when did he have his exposure? Okay, so on August 9th, it was when they noticed that he had this thing on his neck, wound on his neck, and he had just had his rabies on 7/27 of this year. So apparently Fred the cat is in good shape too.
And
Although
those-
bitten.
Yeah, and those came from Bridget, and I scanned them in and I sent them to Carlene. I'm assuming she already has them, but just in case she didn't.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
Because she'll have to put those cats in quarantine even though.
Westford is pretty good. I think they send them to her too. This other one, Riverland Animal Hospital in Millbury, they're kind of out of our
district,
local area,
yeah.
so I don't know. They may only have sent it to Bridget, so, but that's good. So,
Yeah, I've been working on these people to get them to send this stuff to me by email and Carlene as well, but
I
those
know.
came in through Bridget, so
I know it's not easy.
I don't know how that works.
All right, so that's that, and we have our budget, which I'm guessing has to be turned back in by
Oh, no, we
No,
don't
no,
have to.
sometime.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
that's just
This is just
report.
our,
That's-
oh, that's right, this is just our update. This is our where we
Update
are.
it, yeah.
Okay,
You
perfect.
don't have to turn it in until the end of the year.
Yeah,
when you do
okay,
your
okay.
Budgets.
One less thing I have to worry about. So we are
I mean,
doing
we're-
okay.
Well, we're in the first quarter and we hope
So we should be, yeah.
God.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. We haven't gone,
Off the
haven't gone too
rails
crazy
yet.
yet. All right. So I'm gonna put that back in here for you. And we have a bill. Oh, it's a big one. Neshoba, second quarter billing.
Mhm.
So, do you want the figures, Mary, or does it
Well,
matter?
it should be the same. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, it's, nursing service is $2,092.49.
Mhm.
And environmental service is $4,585.28.
Okay.
And so we all have to approve this.
Well, no, because the budget was done. We just have
We
to
just-
sign
we
it. We
just
just
sign
sign
it.
it.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
9, 11, I can't believe it, 17. So we got mail, we got bills. I don't think we really have a, what we call miscellaneous, administrative assistant update. How are things? Is the move?
The move is progressing.
Okay.
I have to be out by Thursday,
Okay.
so.
And is it going?
I hope we're keeping
Okay.
all our file cabinets.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Yes, because we got those mostly all with grant money.
Well, I have to move them. I mean, I have to empty them
Yeah.
so they can be
So they can
moved.
physically move.
Yeah,
them,
so I filled I think 8 boxes so far of files, and I need to get some more boxes. But Carly said she'll have boxes. And tomorrow is a long day, and I plan to be moving most of the day.
And you have to be out by when, Thursday?
Thursday. I'm supposed to have the Board of Health on the little thing that I got from the Board of Selectmen. It's like Thursday, the Board of Health office needs to be cleared, so I need to be out by then. So,
Okay.
you know, but I'm doing well, and but it is going to be, you know, something that I'm going to be working on
I
the
know.
next week. So
Yeah.
I may not get to the minutes of this meeting until I get settled, because I've got to. It's a lot of work.
I don't think there's anything super critical here, so
Yeah.
I would focus on getting yourself up and running.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put
first,
the.
yeah.
I'll go ahead and put the corrections into the. Was it
Yeah.
August 28th?
Yeah.
That's not a big
Yeah.
deal. But as far as sitting down and doing these minutes, I may not be able to do that until
Yeah.
after I get moved, because I'm going to have a disruption in my computer and my phone and everything else. So
I completely understand that. Yeah.
But
You know what does not make sense to me?
What's that?
Well, there's a lot of things actually, but I'll just go over
Well, me
one
too, but-
right now. Well, from what I think it should have been discussed with the whole board first, but and the Board of Selectmen can hire as many people as they want. If it's in
Yeah.
the budget, they can do it.
Yeah.
However, what you said was that the new planner needs to have an office where he can sit down with someone and close the door.
Yeah.
Well, given the size of that office, which we've had for 15 years,
Yep.
if he sits down and closes the door with more than one person, they're going to be playing music with one
Excuse
another.
me. Yeah.
That made no sense when the fact that the treasurer has moved out of her office. There is a good sized office that if you had, a company coming in or a developer to discuss plans and had 2 or 3 people, then you have an office where you can sit down and
Yeah.
close the door and discuss. So this made no common sense whatsoever.
I thought Alan was going.
He is.
Alan's going
He-
where.
yeah.
Where the
Yeah.
treasure, but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It doesn't solve the purpose of what they claim, that the new planner needs an office to sit down and have room to talk to people. Not in our old office, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
it's not so much having room to talk. It's a place where you can close the door and have some privacy.
Voila. Voila.
What?
That's what I'm saying. You're slow tonight. If he
am.
needed a place to sit down, and I'm not doubting that, the new
Yeah.
planner, then the place is the treasurer's old office, and leave Alan up in the community and economic where he is.
But Alan's actually got the same need.
Yeah.
Plus, it made sense to me because that made sense to me, that both of them do need some privacy. I mean, everybody needs some privacy, but the other thing that made sense is we have full-time positions versus a part-time position. And whether someone with a full-time position should have an office or a cube area. To me, it seemed appropriate. A full-time person would have to have an office.
And I think it's going to be good, because I'll tell you why. I suspect that Alicia and I have some things that both of our roles kind of intersect, and I think that we can nourish each other. And well, she's community development, for
So
example.
you might actually get some good synergy out of.
And I
out of
think
this.
that there's,
Yeah.
we have some commonalities in the threads of our,
Yeah.
things. So I think it's going to be good, and I think that it means that she'll be there when I'm not there, and somebody will, somebody
Yeah.
wanders in. I don't get a lot of foot traffic, but
Yeah. But it is nice that there's
Yeah.
somebody there. That
So
can
I
explain, so.
gave it some thought, and I think it's gonna work just fine. I mean, it's just the moving part that's,
Moving parts are always awful.
it's terrible. I don't know, I started putting things in boxes, and it's very emotional. And
Yeah.
it's really strange that I would have that kind of feeling, but it was,
Yeah, I know, it's funny.
that's
isn't it?
weird,
Yeah.
because I didn't think that I was that, you know.
And it's hard to get a new space organized,
Yeah.
too. I find that slows down your workflow a little
Yeah,
bit. so.
but the good part is it's a time to reorganize and reassess and, think about things in a fresh light. And so,
Yeah, yeah.
but it
this
is,
good.
it's an undertaking. And
It's also a good opportunity too, I think, to evaluate records as you're putting files in and out and see if there's anything there that might be a candidate for, scan and store
yeah,
rather
Yeah.
than paper copy
yeah,
store.
big time.
So,
Okay, the only item I have for next September, 25th, this coming September 25th, is I'm going to be traveling. So I have a suggestion. I'm throwing this out there for thought. I was wondering if Trish would like to take a turn at chairing, just get a little experience under your belt. Next spring is coming.
well,
However, Mary is
Seasoned.
the clerk and seasoned, so
actually, and it has nothing to do, but according to the rules, that usually it's the next person that has, yeah.
Okay.
If we were a
okay, I
bigger
gotcha.
committee, we would,
uh-huh.
like a 5-member board, we'd probably have a vice
Yeah.
chair.
Yeah, I thought it might have been only if you had a vice chair, but it's not. It's if there's any.
Well, it's the next quote officer, so the clerk
Okay, I
would be-
gotcha.
So
Okay.
you will not be here.
I will not be here. I am traveling. that day.
Okay, and I was going to mention it, so
Sigh
since
of
you...
relief.
No, well, what I was going to say is that night, they're having a one-issue special town
Oh, they
meeting
are, yes.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, American Superconductor came to the
Oh,
selectmen's
yes, that's
meeting.
right. That's
Yes.
right. For the Canes
For the,
building.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So they're having a public forum at 6 o'clock this Thursday, but they brought their little video and everything to the
Yeah.
selectmen's meeting, so I've seen that. I don't have to go to that. And the
Yeah.
reason they couldn't wait until our fall town meeting, it has to do with when they need to get their
Sure,
moving
yeah.
done, signing the lease. So
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
one
I saw
issue for
that.
the TIF.
Yeah, I got you.
So that will be upstairs, so I figured, oh, well, good, we're here for our meeting here anyway, we're usually here for a bit,
Yep. Yeah.
so we'll just go upstairs for that, and
Yeah.
I would think that shouldn't be more than
No, that
15
shouldn't
minutes, and the most part will be them explaining what they're doing.
be.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
They had a
exactly.
great explanation on
Oh,
the
very
webpage.
good.
I thought it was,
Yeah,
good.
because like I said, he
Yeah.
brought his little video thing,
Yeah.
and that's
And
good
that's the
to
same night.
have that, yeah. So
So what time is that meeting?
upstairs, the
Yeah.
special town meeting, it's 7 o'clock.
Summer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, you might be able to just roll right on upstairs.
Well, that's what I don't plan to go home in the traffic and meet myself coming back,
Yeah, no kidding.
which is about what it is.
Well, I'm not gonna be rolling anywhere.
So you're gonna be gone when, Pam?
I'm gonna be gone Monday, and I come back on Tuesday. No, it's just a 2-day. Just a 2-day thing. I hope at this point it's a 2-day thing. Well done. That didn't work out, but. All right, so Mary will be at the helm for the next meeting. And in between now and then,
If something comes up
Yeah,
that
something
we have
comes
to
up.
add, but right
Yeah.
now it's just routine stuff.
It-
We
yeah.
don't,
yeah,
and it, well, it's time almost to get the trash hauler things out.
Well, it's not until December. I mean, they don't have to be in until.
No,
the
but
first.
we
Yeah.
usually
send
send them
them
out
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
send
the
out
first
the-
of October.
It's not
October,
trash
November.
haulers, it's chickens. You know?
Well, that's
and
in-
tobacco. It's like this
That's in-
always.
So I'd like to get the
going on.
trash haulers out
Yeah.
first, and then the tobacco, but they actually coincide.
Yeah, I know.
And it's
Yeah,
just
they're both
because,
separate
yeah,
things. Yeah.
I just tend to do the trash haulers first.
Okay. All right, is that all
Yeah,
everyone has for today?
what was it I'm thinking of? Oh, in trying to make the minutes so that we don't, sometime talking about space and you'd like to have them shorter, I think when Bridget does the food permits, like we have people that get them just for and I think it's under 6 months or just about 6
Yeah,
months.
kind of the temporary
Yes,
things, yeah.
yes, that
Yeah.
we could just state that she gave permission for the food permits, but because those people
we
do
can
them
that, sure.
for all the 4th of July activities and the fairs and
Yeah.
that's basically
Yeah.
what they do. The ones that she does yearly are the ones that go out in October. They
Right.
have to be all in by the end of October. So I don't think we really need, that's my feeling, it's up to the two of you two. I don't think we need to say, like such and such at this address,
Yeah.
if
Yeah, I
they're
agree with that.
routine
Yeah, it can be
things.
pretty,
And- Yeah,
that can be pretty.
I could just
Yeah.
sum it up saying 3 routine.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
just
or
to,
3 temporary.
because basically that's what they are.
Yeah.
It's those, and then they have the mobile food carts, but those I think are year round because sometime you see, what's the guy you see around here? Oh, Big Belly with his.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll see
yeah.
him at construction
Yeah,
sites. So I
that's
think
true.
his might be a whole year thing.
Yeah, his probably is.
Yes,
'Cause I think
and
he-
I think there's one other I've seen
Yeah.
that he's in this area.
A new guy up at the Devon Shopping Center, across from the Devon Shopping Center where that new motorcycle shop is. Where the old dry cleaners was.
Yeah,
yeah,
Well, now there's
yeah.
motorcycle.
Yeah, I know
there,
the
and
motorcycle.
there's a sausage guy up there. I don't know if he's only on weekends or whatever, but I've seen him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't see anything on
Huh.
I
I-
noticed
that
it
I'm
last,
aware of.
last weekend we went by and I was like, oh, where'd he come from?
that. I wonder if he's
Check
got
his
a permit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
think
if
of
we'll
it,
certainly see something, then we'll maybe have something in the
Because
next.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
anything, I don't,
Hmm.
I mean, it's not tripping any kind of a thing for me. What about you, Pam?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing anything. I wonder if he got a permit. Maybe he's,
That's pretty good. If
yeah,
he's,
there's a
I
sausage guy.
Yeah, I don't generally go that way, but we were going to a soccer game in Shirley, or practice in Shirley, and when we went by on Saturday.
Now, is
Last
he
weekend.
is he there does he have a bricks and mortar, or is he operating out
It's
of
like a
a
cart,
cart?
like a pull,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that he,
I'll check it out again.
yeah. I'll ask Bridget.
That'd be the quickest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be the
Yeah.
quickest
She
rather
owns
than.
a one, that's where I saw him up at that,
Yeah,
right
that-
across from Devon Shopping
Yeah.
Center.
And we'll know more for the next meeting
Yeah.
then.
There's some sausage guy.
No, but
Yeah.
and we should probably have some follow-up with her on a couple of these other things that are ongoing.
The properties, yeah.
And I still haven't heard when the sushi place is opening here. God, they've had the road dug up. for a
Yeah, I
week.
know. It's been
For
going on
the
a
poor
while.
guy, originally he
Yeah.
was going to open, he was going to try for the end of June, the 1st
know.
of July. By now,
I
he
gotta give
probably
him
do-
credit just for sticking
Oh,
it out.
my goodness,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Crazy.
Okay,
Okay.
then, if that's all, then I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned at, looks like 6:38.
Yay.